In the ever-evolving landscape of gaming industry, few entities command as much attention and influence as AAA game companies. These industries' giants have long been the backbone of gaming, shaping trends, setting standards, and delivering blockbuster experiences to millions of players worldwide. But what is the current state of AAA game companies? Are they still the undisputed champions of gaming, or is it their regime beginning to wane? To understand the significance of AAA companies, we must first acknowledge their historical dominance. For decades, these giants have dominated the gaming landscape, producing iconic franchises, pushing technological boundaries, and captivating audiences with immersive worlds and groundbreaking gameplay. However, in the recent years, a new force has emerged in the industry: indie game developers, armed with creativity, passion, and willingness to take risks. These smaller studios have challenged the status quo, offering unique experiences that resonate with players and on a personal level. Their impact on the industry cannot be overstated. From thought-provoking narratives to innovative gameplay mechanics, indie games have captured the hearts and minds of players around the globe, proving that the big budget and flashy graphics are not always necessary to create unforgettable gaming experiences. Join us as we delve deeper into the world of AAA game companies, exploring their current state, their challenges, and the rising tide of indie developers that is reshaping the gaming landscape as we know it. Welcome to the rise and the fall of AAA companies. While AAA game companies have enjoyed decades of success, not all weathered the shifting tides of the gaming industry unscathed. In this segment, we'll take a closer look at some of the AAA companies that have faced challenges and struggled to deliver quality experiences to their audience. Electronic Arts, also called EA, once regarded as a titan of the gaming world, has faced criticism for its overwhelming monetization strategies such as loot boxes and microtransactions, often at the expense of gameplay quality and player satisfaction. Some examples of this issue is FIFA and Apex Legends, where there's an absurd bunch of microtransactions. Apex Legends being free makes it a bit more understandable, but EA seems to care more about selling skins than improving the game. As an Apex Legends player myself, I noticed their focus is mostly on making money from skins, rather than making the game better. Activision Blizzard, known for franchises like Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, has faced internal issues, as many know already, and public backlash over allegations of workplace toxicity and lack of innovation in its flagship titles. Konami, a company with a huge history in gaming, has largely shifted its focus away from traditional AAA game development, opting instead for adventures in their industry such as gambling and health clubs. These are just a few examples of AAA companies that have faced challenges in recent years, but what exactly has led to their decline? Here are insights from experts I've gathered regarding the current state of AAA gaming. Expert number 1. I think one of the main issues facing AAA companies today is the lack of innovation. Many of these companies have become so focused on churning out sequels and analyzed franchises that they've lost sight of what made their game special in the first place. Expert number 2. There is also the issue of corporate greed. Some AAA companies prioritize short-term profits over long-term sustainability, leading to rushed releases, unfinished games, and dissatisfied players. As AAA companies grapple with these challenges, indie developers continue to thrive, demonstrating that creativity and innovation can flourish outside of the comfiest of the traditional AAA model. But how exactly are indie developers surpassing AAA companies? Stay tuned as we explore this question in the next segment. In this segment, we delve into the reasons behind the struggle of AAA companies, shedding light on the factors contributing to their decline in their ever-competitive gaming industry. Many AAA companies are stuck in a cycle of churning out sequels and rehashing old ideas, rather than taking risks and exploring new concepts. This lack of innovation not only stifles creativity, but also leads to franchises fatigue among players who crave fresh experiences. Moreover, AAA companies have faced backlash for their aggressive monetization tactics, prioritizing short-term profits over player satisfactions. Financial mismanagement and corporate greed have also contributed to the downfall of certain AAA companies. Recent years have seen layoffs, studio closure, and executive shakeups, as AAA companies grapple with internal strife and external pressure. Despite these challenges, there is hope for the future of AAA gaming. Some companies are actively listening to their player feedback, embracing transparency, and striving to regain trust, such as Rare, which are developing CFEs. But how are indie developers navigating these challenges, and what lessons can AAA companies learn from their success? Stay tuned as we explore these questions in the next segment. In this segment, we shift our focus to the rising influence in the developers and their significant impact on the gaming industry. Indie developers, armed with creativity, passion, and willingness to take risks, have carved out unique space in the gaming landscape, offering fresh and innovative experiences to players. Indie games have enjoyed critical acclaim and commercial success, proving that the big budget and flashy graphics are not prerequisites for compelling gameplay experiences. Indie developers benefit from several advantages over AAA companies, including creativity freedom, agility, and closer connection with their audience. One of the reasons indie developers often foster stronger connections with their audience is their typical smaller initial player base and following. As a result, they are compelled to actively listen to their followers in order to expand their reach. In contrast, AAA companies already possess massive following, may not feel as obligated to engage deeply with their audience. As indie developers continue to thrive and push boundaries, they are reshaping the gaming landscape and challenging the dominance of traditional AAA companies. With platforms like Steam and itch.io, and indie showcases gaining popularity, indie developers have more opportunity than ever to share their creations with the world. But how exactly are indie developers surpassing AAA companies? And what lessons can be learned from their success? In this final segment, we'll explore how indie developers are surpassing AAA companies and reshaping the gaming industry landscape. One of the reasons indie developers are really making waves in the gaming world is because they have the freedom to take risks and explore innovative ideas. They are not constrained by the same limitations as AAA developers. Plus, their close connection with their audience allows them to respond quickly to feedback and make their games even better. It's this flexibility and direct interaction with players that sets indies apart and allows them to deliver truly unique and polished experiences. Indie games often stand out for their creativity, innovation, and willingness to tackle unique themes and gameplay mechanics. They offer diverse experiences that cater to a wide range of tastes and preferences. From heartfelt narratives to groundbreaking gameplay mechanics, indie games have captured the hearts and minds of players around the world, demonstrating that quality of gaming experience can thrive outside the AAA sphere. What's really striking about indie game is how personal and authentic they feel. You can just tell they're made with so much passion and creativity, rather than just being churned out for profit. And another thing that stands out is how indie developers aren't afraid to take risks and push boundaries. They're always surpassing us with fresh ideas and innovative gameplay. It's this willingness to think outside the box that keeps us coming back for more. The success of indie games has not gone unnoticed by AAA companies, many of which are now taking cues for indie developers and exploring new ways to innovate and engage with their audience. In conclusion, the gaming industry is undergoing a profound transformation, driven by the rise of indie developers and their ability to challenge the dominance of traditional AAA companies. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the evolving landscape of gaming. Remember to support indie developers and explore the rich diversity of gaming experiences they have to offer.